Hello and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, my name is Audia. Today I have several DIYs for this Christmas. I hope you enjoy it, and if you have not subscribed, I hope that you do consider subscribing. And let's go ahead and start with our DIYs. And for these pumpkins, I'm going to be using this chalk white paint. I'm going to be giving these pumpkins several coats. And off camera, I took a skewer stick and I put all three pumpkins together just like you see here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by putting the hat right up here. And this is the hat that I have from Dollar Tree. I am loving this little hat. I don't think they had this little hat last year. I remember seeing the glittery one. So I'm going to cut the label and this jute twine. And once that's already done, then I'm just going to go ahead and hot glue it on top. And yes, you know, I am making a snowman. Just taking advantage that I have these three pumpkins left. And I've seen these snowman being done by several DIYers. So I have this little piece of wood that I'm going to be painting it with this orange color. This will be the nose. And off camera, I put the two eyes. And I'm going to go ahead and glue. I'm going to make a hole actually with this glue gun. So like that, it will fit tight. So now I'm just going to go ahead and put in his mouth with the back of this paintbrush. Just like you see here, I dipped it into that black chalk paint. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just creating little dots for his mouth. So with this beautiful ribbon, I'm gonna go ahead and make a scarf, and with a scissors, I'm just gonna go ahead and make little cuts just so it could look like a scarf. And guys, this is the way my little snowman turned out to be. And before you pointed out, I forgot his arms. Unbelievable. But no worries. He's got arms now. I gave him 2 arms. Let's go ahead and start with the next DIY. I have this frame from Dollar Tree and scrap paper from Michaels. I also have these paint sticks that I purchased at Amazon. And I bought these deers at Dollar General. I thought it was a great deal. I believe it was like $3.99. And look at how beautiful they are. They are pretty big too, as you can see here. So I'm going to be using 2 of them. I'm going to start decorating. And I have some Mod Podge. I am going to glue the scrap paper right on top of here. So once I cut this to size, I went on and I cut the pieces of wood, and I will try to stain it with the brown apple barrel color. I just diluted it in water. Once that is done, I went and I glued it right on top. This is one of my favorite seasons, Christmas. I love Christmas carols. Which one is your favorite Christmas carol? Leave it in the description box and let me know. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and start gluing these reindeers to the little house, just like you see. So I'm putting this piece of wood so it could have something to hold on to, because the way these deers are made is they're not made to stand up, they're made as an ornament. So we will fix that problem by putting this piece of wood in the back. I will do that to both of the deers. So in the bottom of the house, I'm going to be painting this border in brown, same color that I used for the top. And I have this little mini wreath that I made, and I will be gluing it up there. But before then, I'm going to go ahead and make it look like it was snowing with this chalk white paint. And this is the way it looks so far. I'm also gonna go ahead and do a bowl. Actually, this bowl was already made from a different project that I took out, so I'll be gluing it right on top of here. And I also have some berries that I will be gluing to the wreath. And I will just try to embellish it a little bit just to give it, make it look pretty. So I'm gonna add a little bit of greenery in the bottom of, yep, right here. I think it's gonna look pretty. And I'll add a little bitty tiny Christmas tree from the Dollar Tree right in the middle. And this is the way my DIY turned out. I am loving this DIY. These ears look so classy, and I need for you to comment and let me know what you think about this. I am loving it. Let's continue now with DIY number 3. I purchased this at Dollar Tree, and when I took it home, it was broken. I don't know if it broke on the way to the house. I don't remember seeing it broken. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and repurpose it. I am going to remove this whole layer. Watch how it's going to turn out. Using the same brown paint, I am going to paint the whole border. So I'm taking these 2 trees from Dollar Tree, that rhymed, and the peace sign. And I will be painting them in white, of course. And now while those pieces dry, I'm going to take this construction paper, or I should say scrap paper, and I'm cutting it to size. Now that this is completely dry, let's start embellishing it. I am using hot glue to glue it inside the frame. This peace sign. And of course, I'm going to do the same thing to the second tree. So I have this greenery that I will be gluing right up here. I just want to take a moment to thank all of you for stopping by and supporting this channel. I'm also going to ask that if you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Don't forget that notification button, like that YouTube will be notifying you every time that I upload a new video. And let's continue with this DIY. I have this jute twine here, and I am going to be making one of those finger bowls. So now I have some pine cones, these little bells from Dollar Tree, and I am just going to start embellishing it. I also have some wooden beads that I will be gluing to the back of this picture frame, and like that we can hang it up in the wall, just like you see here. What do you think about this DIY? Let's continue with the next DIY. I got this little minivan at Michael's, I believe, last year in one of those $5 grab bag, but there were certain things missing, like the tires. So I got a great idea. I went to Kohl's and I saw this little minivan, and I thought about this one that I have. So let's get to crafting. And I believe that these cedar rings also came from that same grab bag. I'm not too sure though. Don't quote me on that. And I'm going to paint the minivan with this metallic spray paint. I know everybody paints it either red or blue. Yep, I'm painting it silver. That's one of my favorite colors as well. So I'm going to be removing all of these tires and the sticker. And now that it's painted, I am going to start putting the tires. But before we put the tires, I am going to need to paint the tires in black. And while the tires get dry, I got these puffy glue that I'm using as the snow. So I added some in the front, in the back, and any other place that I might think about. So now that the tires are dry, I'm going to start hot gluing them to this little minivan. And now I have this flocked tree from Dollar Tree and this ribbon. I'm going to go ahead and tie the tree up there, make a pretty bow, and start embellishing the bow with, other stuff like little berries and whatnot. With this silver ribbon, I am going to cut 2 of them, and I will be sticking them or gluing them right where the headlights are at. And voila, that felt like magic. I think it looks really pretty. I'll be doing the same thing to each tire as well. And then the windows, I'm going to be painting the windows, the inside in black, and I will be filling the minivan with a whole bunch of little gifts. And this is the way that it all came together. I hope that I have inspired you in some kind of way. If you have not subscribed, once again, I hope that you will consider subscribing. I would love for you to be part of my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification button, like that YouTube will notify you every time that I upload a new video. Stay safe, and I will see you in my next video. Adios.